Hey, great Monday morning. It is a beautiful Monday morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. It is a
Morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas.
that was my other computer. What happens is again you have to come and see the setup. I had set up over here. Okay, I set up over here. I set up a little bit of everywhere. Morning, Kanina. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning. Good morning. My amazing cooks are in the house. Good morning. 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 It is a beautiful morning in the city, brother. It's cloudy, but the weather is typical normal weather. Good morning, Noemi. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Vladimir. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, it was a quiet, very quiet weekend, man. It was a quiet weekend for myself. We had stated that we were not going to come on Saturday morning, but we actually had the opportunity to come on Saturday morning. So I'm very proud that we actually did. Again, it's not that we're trying to do less; it's that we're trying to do less. The truth of the matter is, guys, it's again very tiring, sometimes draining in regards to what we do here. So I'm very proud that we had the opportunity to come on Saturday morning and actually had an amazing show. Had an amazing show. Had an amazing audience, individuals listening in, and actually, I greatly appreciate that a lot of folks have started to share the live videos and started to invite individuals to come on. Again, guys, if you could go down the YouTube route, go down the YouTube route. Why? It's good to go the YouTube route because, again, I think it's a little bit more uh, far-reaching, and also somehow or other, and I haven't figured it out yet. You start making some cash on those on those YouTube videos. I promise I don't know exactly how that happens, but I hear that's what happens. Good morning, Hilda. Good morning, Kat. Good morning, Suzanne and Sharky. Sharky and Royal had a great show this weekend. I'm glad that they're out there also, doing their own thing. And again, that's very important to me. It's important to me that a lot of individuals out there, be original and have their own thing. And I greatly appreciate that they have those lives for, conversation, dialogue, and entertainment. Um, I wish they'd shorten their name, but because I can't remember that big old name. TXRGV. Sorry, Sharky. It's just too long. Size matters. Buenos días, chiqui hermoso. Papa. Where you been, Papa? Missed you. Good morning, buddy. Almost all the office towers here in San Antonio has space for these. So let me know if you want to start an office together. Yeah. Are you proposing to me again? Good morning, Maggie. Good morning. Te miras más bonito con tus t-shirts. I really enjoyed seeing you so relaxed, even though you were kind of sleepy. Um, really? I It's kind of a weird story, but I was trying on, and I got this amazing Jimi Hendrix concert shirt, t-shirt, and it's amazing. And I tried to wear it on Saturday because we were going to go have supper. The Erasmo and Maggie show folk. We're having supper at Komori. So I put on the shirt and I was ready to go outside. Go like, doesn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. So I came back into the studio, put on my shirt, tie, and got on myself a coat. It's kind of weird, but you start to feel naked, naked. Yeah, except when you're wearing boxers. That's okay. You could drive around town in your scooter and boxers. That's not a problem. But don't go out without a tie or a shirt. Good morning, Vicente. Good morning. Good morning. 14 mil se quedaron sin trabajo con un plumazo de Biden. Yes, it's very, very unfortunate that because of the pipeline shutting down, thousands of individuals are now on the unemployment line. So that is one of the reasons why, increasing the amount of unemployment out there for the country is so very, very important. So very important because I think that this administration is going to put a lot of individuals out of work. That is very, very unfortunate. That's thousands of people that weren't unemployed before January 20th. And again, guys, it's not a Republican show. It's not a conservative show. It is just stating facts. Good morning, Richard. A good song this morning. Good morning, a royal, a chess master man. Good morning, Milo. Good morning. Nice smile, Baba. Good morning, Marco Gariba. A family is very amazing. Good morning, Sylvia. Good morning, Olga. Hermosa, hermosa. Many blessings to you, Rebecca. Good morning. Good morning. Isaí, buenos días, gigante. ¿Cómo amaneció? Gracias, Isaí. Créame que amanecí bien. En la mañana no quería salirme de la cama. Estaba like, pero me llevé un café nuevo a la casa que se llama Breakfast Blend. Es marca Patito, no crean. Como quiera es del Great Value, pero es del Breakfast Blend. Let me tell you, it did have a little bit of different flavor from my regular donuts coffee. And I'm starting to introduce other forms of coffee. I did have the 100% Arabic house blend. I'm going to try that too. I like trying different things. I had one cup of coffee, and I'm having another one aquí con ustedes. Uh, this is my first cup I ever received from someone on the show. Actually, this one came from Ohio, and I haven't seen my friend on from Ohio, but she did send me a coffee mug. So thank you. Love it. Good morning, Enrique. Bendiciones, bendiciones. Your professional opinion on Mr. Olivo's return to the live professional scene. Let me say, it was a breath of fresh air. I'm very, very glad that Mr. Olivos is slowly making his way back uh, to the to the adoring public. I did get to catch a little bit of their show. I didn't get to see it all because we do go to worship service, unlike Mr. Olivo. Unlike Mr. Olivo, I do go to worship service and got out of church. Went to have some gorditas de Doña Tota ahí on Old Port Isabel Road across from Walmart. And I had some gorditas de Doña Tota and had some asado de puerco gordita and chicharrón duro gordita, and also had una de postre, una de azúcar, gordita de azúcar. Loved it. So I'm very, and then so I did get to catch a little bit of it. So I'm very, very proud that he's making his way back. Very much needed. Guys. Again, I'm going to say this: we need more individuals out there, expressing their opinions in regards to anything. And they did have a sports talk, which great. The more the merrier. And I'm very, very proud that he's coming out. He wants the world to know. Got to let it show. He's coming out of the closet, maybe. I'm just joking. Don't get mad with me, Mr. Olivos. Olivos. Hey, Jimmy! I love you, Jimmy. I have a crush on Jimmy. He just doesn't know it. Don't tell him. Ad talk show central RG. It's just too long. It's just too long, Sharky. Talk show central RGB style. It's too long. Short. It's just too long. I can't remember that. I mean, I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. You want me to remember talk show central RGB style? Good morning, Hermosa Janet. What was Biden's reasoning for stopping the drilling for oil? Look, man, the reasoning was trying to appease to that wacko leftist individuals like, oh, the environment. And again, guys, I'm not Republican to death. Just want people to do the right thing. And again, I'll say this again: the right wing, the left wing are part of the same bird. It's the talk show central RGB style with Royal and Sharky. It's too long, Royal. It's too long. Sí se puede. Erasmo for mayor. Yes. Thank you, Alex. Love you. Good morning, Juan. Good morning. Good morning, Mark Anthony Samano. Good morning, my brother. Love you, Papa. I understand that we need to save our environment, but I also feel for those that are out of a job right now. You know, Jorge, it's horrible, man. It's horrible in a sense that there's just too many people already unemployed because of the pandemic, and then now on top of that, you know, we're going to have thousands others. And then, you know, look, and I don't like the blame game, guys. I don't like the blame game. Part of the problem then is that, you know, they're going to say, well, it's because Trump mishandled the pandemic. No, take responsibility. You were the one that shut down the pipeline. Number sir. Which one? I agree with the ending of the pipeline. It's all good for them. It's for the good of the environment. We need to push for natural energy jobs. Yeah, I think a part of the problem, Rafa, is do we have enough natural energy jobs? Look, man. I am again. I am 100% reduce, reuse, and recycle, man. There is no one here in the city of Brownsville that believes in it more than Erasmo Castro, tu primo. But with that said, guys, there's just no way of you know, automatically cutting the paycheck out of tens of thousands of individuals and thinking that it's going to be okay. I'm sorry, it is not going to be okay. Este, and we may say like, well, yeah, well, it's okay. We're not the one that aren't going to be making the car payment next month, or the mortgage payment, or private school payment, and you know, and then what's going to happen? You know, everyone's going to go back into bankruptcy, and for some reason or other, the middle class just continues to get poorer and poorer and poorer. I mean, yeah, we should all focus on natural energy. We should all focus on finding ways, you know, to not hurt our environment. So is the Brownsville Herald finished? I think so. I think the Brownsville Herald was on its last leg after it's uh, gave up its building. It was on life support. Now with it being taken over by this new RGV association or union, I think it's already gone. Thanks for the night last night. It was so big. Hey, Papa. Mi casa es tu casa, Papa. Oh, shoot. I missed some. Hold on. I'll right back. Hazard pay for all BISD or what? 100%. Yes, I agree. 100%. We have the funds. We have the monies, Alex. Let's give it out there. Good morning. A medium. Good morning. A handsome. Got to see Frankie and Manny. Love them. I love them too. Both of them. Erasmo, no, no te metas en política cuando vayas a Cuba porque te acusan de terrorismo como lo hicieron con Alan Cross. Créame que he tenido dudas en cuanto a ello, pero la política de la cual voy a hablar no va a ser directamente hablando de el sistema de Cuba. Mis videos van a ser en cuanto a la política aquí local. A ver si no se enojan conmigo. Va a estar interesante. Good morning, Kisitomo Show. You're my type of guy. I like trying different things. Good morning, Lucy. Where is the peen? Sky? Scary times we're living in. Thank God for coffee and wine. And let me tell you, I stopped drinking, but coffee does the body good. But they predicted wrong. Yes. Good morning, Norma. Good morning. Greetings desde Monterrey. Dionisio, que te la pases muy hermoso en Monterrey. O ya vives en Monterrey. Déjame decirte, Dionisio, que mi corazón está en Monterrey. Yo viví en Monterrey, ahí por la Y, donde está el Parque Fundidora, donde está la Arena Monterrey. Viví en la Y, en la Ildefonso Vázquez. Y déjame decirte que, pues para mí, mi corazón siempre, siempre está en Monterrey. Me encantan los chicharrones de la Ramos y me encanta mi gente regiomontana. Hey, Ramona, good morning, good morning. Yes, guys. You know what? Let me say, it's very, very dangerous. I put up a post this morning that a friend posted yesterday, last night actually, in regards to the passing away of some of the children and some of the individuals that are younger that are starting to contract COVID-19. I haven't seen it as bad elsewhere as I've seen it here, and I don't know. I mean, and I don't want to scare individuals. I don't know if it's more because we live here and we get to witness our young kids succumbing to COVID-19. I honestly don't know, but it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, and but yeah, our staff that are being forced in. We're going to report on something that came up this weekend, having to do with the rotation schedule for BISD. I just had to look into it a little bit more. So hopefully by this evening at 9 o'clock, we'll have a little bit more information on it. Something. Good morning, Mr. Castro. I think people should let President Biden do his job. If he fails this early in the game, it will only help Republicans. Let me say, I'm not. I don't care too much for either party. I just want people to do the right thing. And look, I'm going to say this again, guys. If I'm going to be praying for President Biden. If President Biden, does well, we will be out here applauding. And if President Biden doesn't do as well as uh, I think he's not going to, then well, yeah, we'll call him out in that respects. But I agree. I think people should let Biden do his job, and let's see where it takes us, guys. And who it benefits in the long run. I hope it benefits the American people more than it does the Republicans or more than it does the Democrats. Again, I want what is in the best interest of the whole to be the number one thought for these individuals out there. What's the word on the vaccines this week? I had the count, guys. Cameron County is getting 6,000 vaccines. Hidalgo County is getting 15,000 vaccines. Uh, Maybe more, 16,000 maybe. Out of those, besides for those 6,000 that we're going to get here in Cameron County, guys, we are going to get 100 for Brownsville and 400 for Harlingen. How they ultimately decided to do that, I do not know. I do not know. But I'm glad that something's coming down. Again, my concern is the distribution, guys. One of the things that we experienced last week was that one of our county commissioners was on, called in, and actually stated that the vouchers that he received for his district were going to be given based on his discretion. Received 750 vouchers to distribute, and to his discretion. That's very, very scary, guys. That is very, very, very scary. That is very, very scary because if you do not fall into the good graces of the politicians, then you may not get vaccinated, guys. And I fear for a lot of our elderly folk out there, guys, who, you know, aren't in the good graces of the county commissioners. Are they going to be placed at the back of the line? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. And look, guys, I know that the West Brownsville church, they were all offended and all hot under the collar. Guys, what's wrong is wrong. What's right is right. Them being given 100 vouchers to distribute to their people, guys, was wrong. And you know what? I dare say that the other churches that the county commissioner mentioned, St. Mary's, I think they were trying to keep it on the down low, guys, on the hush hush, and only because they were asked, did they actually have to respond. St. Mary's said that they received some. If that is the case, how many people at St. Mary's actually got vaccinated, guys? Are you a member of St. Mary's and were you given the opportunity to get vaccinated? Or was that also kept, to a certain group of people out there? It's a very, very scary thought. It's a very, very scary thought in regards to safety, guys, because they are taking into consideration their compadres, their buddies. Nothing has changed. And really, shame on the West Baptist Church. They're so very predictable, guys. And I've stated it before. They're a politiquera church. They're a politiquera church. That's where the politicians go and they congregate and they be there and they go to the front and to the pulpit, which in a theological sense, guys, for any church out there, it's very, very dangerous. you know, you're going to have individuals come to the front of, take the pulpit, who are full of the Holy Spirit, and are going to open up God's word and preach from God's word. Why do you want a politician on your pulpit, on your congregation's pulpit? I mean, look, honestly, I mean, any pastor out there, do you want to share your pulpit with a politician? Do you? And the answer should be 100% no. Take into account, guys, and look, talk about separation of church and state. I mean, does not exist for politicos, guys, because they will use church, they will use state to try to get an inch forward towards the directive that they have in mind for themselves in order to enrich their buddies, their compadres, or their family members, guys, and ultimately themselves. Look, guys, and I learned some little Eddie and Gabby Garcia went down to the church, and they took pictures. They're out there on the pulpit, and oh, great church, and they're sharing this stuff. They're so predictable, guys. And let me say, Eddie, little Eddie, and Gabby, I don't consider you my enemies. And if that's what you want to consider me, more power to you. But I'm just amazed, guys, at how much power I have over these individuals. I mean, really? Right after we've called out the church for being a politiquera church, for hogging up 100 vaccines and making it a religious event, you're going to go and stand at the pulpit, get pictures taken, and then post and share about, oh, what great work West Brownsville's church is doing. I mean, does Erasmo get to dictate everything in your lives for you from now on, guys? That's very, very scary. It's very flattering for me, man. It was flattering, man. But thou thinkest too much of thyself. Because if you think that I am your enemy, you are mistaken, little Eddie. And Gabi Garcia, you are very, very mistaken. I thought you brighter than that. I honestly thought you a little bit brighter than that. I'm not your enemy at all. Our mutual enemy should be the corrupt politicos in Cameron County, and stand up for what is right and denounce that which is wrong. And I'm going to want to believe that, down deep, Gabi Garcia and little Eddie, y'all know that it was wrong for a church to get vouchers to vaccinate individuals. I want to believe that, man. And again, it doesn't say anything that at every corner, guys, that y'all are out there. It doesn't wrong. It doesn't wrong. It doesn't wrong, guys. It doesn't help. you in any which way, it just makes you look very, very petty. I mean, Gabi, you're a district judge now. You're still responding to Erasmo's posts. And yeah, like, oh, I have not responded on my face. That's referring to that. By your actions, you're still responding to Erasmo's posts. You're a district judge. Little Eddie, you're the president of the BISD board, and you're still responding to Erasmus every word? Really? You're hanging on every one of my words, guys? And look, and I don't say that para cocorear, really. I want both of y'all to do the right thing. I want you to succeed. I truly do. I want you to do great things for our judicial system, Gavi Garcia. I want you to do great things for our district, little Eddie. I do. But taking action just because I've stated something, guys, doesn't say anything about me. It says a lot about you guys. Wake up. Now, if you come out and say, well, they invited me to come, you should have said no. I mean, then you're letting yourself be used by this politiquera West Brownsville church. Come on, man. Come on, man. Good morning, Jael. Good morning. Good morning. I predict that there will eventually be one newspaper online source covering the entire Valley, Brownsville, Harlingen. And you are correct. Liquor sales increased during the pandemic. I sure didn't buy any. Mi papá vive en Monterrey, a 2 cuadras del Parque España. Ay, sí, que I know exactly where that's at. Hace mucho tiempo cerca ahí del Parque España. So you got me singing good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I just happy and humbled to say my mom beat the double pneumonia COVID. Wanted to thank all the people that prayed for my mom. We stayed at the Valley Regional Hospital. Special thanks to all the doctors and nurses, the fast response people, and now clearly been saved. I'm in California. We communicate with the doctors and nurses via internet. That was sweet. I was able to inform the whole family. Special thank you to the Valley Regional Hospital. 100%. God bless and continue to bless your mom, Papa. Good morning, Hanser. How are you feeling this morning? I'm feeling amazing. It is a good. What do you mean rotation schedule? We'll explain tonight. Trying to get some more information. Call me. Good morning, Erasmo, Azim, Mama, and Alicia. Good morning. Good morning. If those were in the Roman times, they would have been hung. Yeah. They are full of it, all right. Yeah. Making no excuses for what is going on locally with the vouchers. I will say there is a lack of equity in vaccine distribution nationally, globally, even. Too many hands in the pot. 100%. But we ourselves, the only thing that we have to focus on the ones that directly affect us as a community. And, it's a mess everywhere. It's a mess everywhere because, again, once the politicians put their grubby little hands in the mix, you know that there's going to be swindling going on. There's going to be favoritism, guys. And look, and I asked Commissioner Lopez, I said, hey, sir, well, then what about our church, And again, look, guys, and y'all know where the questioning was going. I wasn't asking like, well, give me some for my church. No, I mean, I want some for my church members, but that wasn't the point. The point was, well, if that's the case, then where do we as other churches, Ministerio de Restauración y Poder, Ríos de Agua Viva, Worship Ministries, ICC, where do we all, you know, where do we all sign up in order to get on that list to vaccinate 100 individuals? We all have elderly folks at our churches. We all do. And look, guys, part of the problem is other church leaders, church pastors, church preachers. They, again, they are not going to mention anything, guys. They won't mention anything. because they, and again, it's not that they just don't want to be scrutinized in regards to, oh well, vamos a echarle. And the difference is that I me vale. Guys, I'm going to speak on what's right. And I had a conversation some time back with one of the preachers of a big church here in Brownsville, guys. And I won't say it out of respect because I love him. And I said, watch Richard Steamboat. They've got one music video dedicated to all the poor legged hogs. Guess the rest of us will. It's on my page actually. The rest of us will have a stringly practice CDC protocols and patiently wait until the vaccine plentiful and available. Small consolation though, in light of all the lives lost. 100%. I had a conversation with one of the pastors here that I love, a great friend of mine, and dice, no, Erasmo, es que pues nosotros no nos queremos involucrar mucho en la política. And I said, I'm sorry, man. You are, and I, again, we have these conversations. It's a disservice to your church members. It's a disservice to the church members for you to do that. And it's a disservice to the church members, guys, because let me tell you, is that, I got a call from Harlingen. It's a disservice to the church members. Hold on, guys, sorry. It's a disservice to the church members, guys, because let me tell you that uh, I'll give you an example. Uh, a couple of years back, we were fighting uh, the um, the city of Brownsville for not putting these uh, tents, these little uh, shelters, ¿cómo se llaman? Coverings, coverings and benches at the bus stops. You know, and literally, guys, as the we were out there fighting the city of Brownsville, like, hey guys, we got our elderly, we've got our individuals that are handicapped out there on having to wait with the inclement of the weather out there. Get us some benches and get us some coverings out there. And we had that discussion, and I mentioned that to the pastor. I said, look guys, wouldn't it be so much better if we all worked as a church, all the churches here in Brownsville, and said, hey, and held the our politicians, hey, we're talking to you as citizens. We want to protect our handicap. We want to protect our elderly out there that don't have transportation, that require our bus system, local transportation, in order to get around. It'd be awesome. And then I mentioned, I said, look, guys, one of the other things that I fight for is for uh, economic development here in the city of Brownsville. And I think all churches should push for economic development here in the city of Brownsville because at the end of the day, we don't want our church members, I don't want my church members to have to do what our parents used to do, guys. Our parents, antes, we used to uh, send our families up north in order to go work for months during the seasonal times, migrant workers. Guys, we just don't want that to happen anymore. Not for any other reason, because it's amazing work, guys. It's very honorable, very respected work. But guys, we want to keep kids close. We want to keep families close. So we want them here. So when there isn't economic development, people have to leave. Look at our kids, man. Our kids are going to Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. They're not coming back. They are not coming back. We need to keep those people here. Can you imagine if the church actually fought for a lot of the social matters that are really important instead of pandering to elected officials? They're politiqueras. And I'm sorry, the West Bronzeville Church is a politiquera church. It's a politiquera church. Everything about them centers around politicians, guys. Look at their Facebook page. That's what they highlight, the politicians. And again, it's just interest, special interest. That pastor wants to make himself richer. A lot of churches are that way. People make a mistake of thinking we are against them. We are in favor of the improvement in our city. We are 100% for the removal of individuals who are looking to promote their own agendas and not looking out for the best interests of the people and put them there. We do not look for enemies. We look out for our city. 100%, man. And that has to be the mentality, man. It's kind of weird. Que little Eddie and Gary Garcia, y'all really think that I focus on you at all? I don't. I mean, again, I'll applaud you when y'all do well, and I was sure as heck will call you out when y'all do bad. So reacting and going to the pulpit at the West Brownsville Church just because Erasmo mentioned it, damn, it's a badge of honor for me, guys. Really, I did not know that control that aspect of your life. Buenos dias, good morning, good morning, good morning. Reach out and touch faith, your own personal. Iana, good morning. Hermosa, good morning. Did you hear about the doctor at Harris County that stole some vaccines for family? Yes, I did. And again, guys, that's what happens with a lot of individuals. They feel entitled. They think like I can get away with anything that I want to. And again, I'm very, very glad at the news media out there that actually covered the story and called them out. Why? Because it was wrong. It was wrong for the doctor to take vaccines for his family members. And again, guys, it is wrong for the county commissioners to have discretion over 750 vaccines. There are 4 county commissioners. So they had 3,000 vaccines at their discretion to give to whoever they want. It's not a good thing, guys. It's not a good picture, guys. And, and I'm glad that Commissioner Lopez brought it to light. You know, I'm glad that he brought it to light. I'm glad that he mentioned it. And so thank you, Commissioner Lopez, for mentioning that. That the county commissioners, out of the 5,000 vaccines that we got last week, basically it was at their discretion to distribute 3,000 of them. Goodness gracious, guys. These are the county commissioners that are out there overseeing the well-being of themselves first, and then whatever is left over to the citizens of Cameron County. And I'm really, really hoping, guys, that the state starts to wise up and starts to end this madness. And guys, there's got to be a better way. They've got to take the vaccines away from the politicians, guys. And I'm sorry, the Texas Department of Health and Human Services should focus on giving the vaccines to the doctors, the pharmacies, and the clinics here, and out of the hands of politicians, guys. It does not work. Does not work. Would you be so kind as to repost the web link where people can try to register to get vaccine? Thank you for continuing to be the voice. I think I'll check up on it today. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that they are not taking any more registrations, but I'll check. I promise. Churches should pay property taxes, yay or nay. Churches that did not delve in the political, no. No property taxes. Churches that delve in the political, yes, 100% should pay taxes. There has to be the separation of church and state. If they are not going to separate themselves from the state, then you sure as heck make them pay taxes. So yes, look, and I mentioned this, guys. Look, they're making all these little rooms out there at the West Brownsville Politiquera Church, guys. They're making these little rooms out there. People, someone go by and take a picture. They already have the flags of the different countries on the windows. And the reason is, guys, they're going to want to cash in on the government money that's going to come in for all these refugees coming over, guys. All these caravan people, all these asylum folk. Guys, separation of church and state. Why are they so money hungry? Why? Look, and prove me wrong. Do it for free. Do it for free. I mean, goodness gracious, you have millionaires at that church, los politicos. You have the politicos throwing money at your feet. Why do you have to take more money that belongs to the people? So arriba of not paying taxes, they're still getting more money from the federal government. That's what they're aiming for. That's what they're building those huts back there, man. It's a mess. Erasmo, no filters. Sin pelos en la lengua. Nope, none. Love you, Lord. I wonder if those churches that he distributed the vouchers had to put in notices ahead of time. Nobody knew that was the process. It was a process he made up to cover his rear end. 100%. And again, when you ask individuals questions on the fly, they sometimes respond with nonsense. And let me tell you, 3,000 vaccines at the discretion of commissioners, of politicians, yikes. La iglesia son ovejas en medio de lobos rapaces. Ay, lo siento mucho por los miembros. Pero otra vez, cada quien es necio y tonto por su propio sentir, ni modo. Guys, no tiene culpa el indio, sino el que lo hace jefe. So, church members, question: has Christ of Kings, St. Luke's Good Shepherd, or any other church confirmed that they were given vouchers? They have not. They did not. And again, and if any church, because supposedly St. Mary's received vouchers, they tried to keep it on the hush hush. Which again, que vergüenza, guys. And again, I love St. Mary's, man. Me and St. Mary's have a great relationship, but goodness gracious, St. Mary's, your secretary or whoever answers the phone stated that y'all got vaccines, but y'all didn't share as how many vaccines, and y'all didn't even share in regards to how they were distributed. At whose discretion? Are you now like county commissioners? You're going to decide what church members should get it, should not get it? If you understand what is happening in Brownsville politics, you'll understand exactly how Washington D.C. works. Wait, what? Your own personal Yana. Some people say that they had discretion because they had a list of individuals and a plan. I wonder who those individuals are. Again, los compadres, the donors, guys, the deep pocket people. Joey was out there distributing to people from St. Joe. Look, guys, I love my St. Joe folks, guys. I love them to death. They have every single resource in the world to them, guys. A lot of people here in the city of Brownsville do not. Do not. But why do the commissioners have control of the vaccines? Why? The doctors are the ones who should be taking care of this. Where do we complain to the Texas Department of Health and Human Resources, guys? Should stop distributing vaccines to the county commissioners, to the Cameron County judge. Cameron County judge, we know the Cameron County judge was out there distributing vouchers to his compadres too. Que vergüenza. Brownsville County Commission owns the community. Like Biden said, I don't work for you, a union labor worker. Yes, he sure as heck did that. They need to take away the vaccines from Cameron County. They should give them to HEB, Walgreens, and other local pharmacies. That will give the fairly. This is so sad. It is very unfortunate, guys. It is very, very unfortunate that ultimately, if you're not in that inner circle with the politicos, you may be last in line to get vaccinated. Yes, you should be getting those vaccines. You should have to be in line 12 plus hours. I think the military and corps should be the ones in charge of distributing and administering vaccines. The vaccine should be administered 24 hours a day, every day. Let me say that, guys, in the 21st century, guys, I would surely, I mean, the federal government, local government should have lists of individuals that are at risk, guys. Focus on the at risk individuals out there. Look, a medical professional could actually, uh, will actually know if someone has underlying conditions or not. Vouchers in the hands of politicians is akin to rats guarding the cheese. Yeah, 100%. A place in Europe did this, and the majority of their people got vaccinated. The words "at their discretion" only create a loophole for people to make personal and wrong choices. Why not send clear instructions on distribution of vaccines and request justification proof to the higher ups? 100%. And look, guys, I would dare to say that that's one of the reasons why Hidalgo County is continuously getting more vaccines than we are, because they're doing a far better job in regards to distribution. We are not. On another subject, hey, Eddie, Packers suck. We all know that all upper administration for BSD got their vaccines. So did the damn corrupt school board, teachers, and staff. Nothing. I mean, and here out there, Minerva and Eddie were saying it was a hoax. Minerva and little Eddie. So much of a hoax that they put themselves in the front of the line to get a vaccine. No, bitch it up. Do you have any news on those people who followed through with Dr. Ed's recommendation of getting the trial vaccine? I understand there were two different companies. Let me say, guys, I'm very, very disappointed at the people at the trial vaccines. I think they're very unprofessional. I think that they're very conflicted. And I say this out of experience. They called me in one day to go in, and I did go in, and I was supposed to be going in for one thing, and they said, "Oops, sorry, we're going in for something else." So I'm very, very disappointed. Very disappointed. I'm sorry, guys. Very, very disappointed in the trial vaccine people. Guys, I'm sorry. When it has to do with my health, when it has to do in regards to in respects to my confidential information, I don't want misinformation. Yo no soy el tonto de nadie. If they think that they could pull up that crap with individuals out there who are not going to call them out on their crap, they were mistaken to try and do that with me. And you know what? There was a guy out there. The first guy that I spoke with, I was very, very impressed. Very impressed. His name was Luis. Came from McAllen, guys. Came from McAllen. Very, very professional. Did not know who I was. And again, great, because didn't treat me any different in any way, shape, or form. Did not know that have a following. Very, very, very professional young man. Next time I go, we got some other people from McAllen now that are the ones that are leading the trial vaccines here in Brownsville, guys. Let me tell you, again, they did not know who I was. And again, they thought they could treat me like crap. I'm sorry, guys. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And I don't appreciate being lied to. And I don't appreciate being given misinformation. I don't. And again, Ed Hernandez knows that I greatly appreciate everything that he does. Those people that he has at their office, at their facility, are very, very unprofessional and really, really ticked me off. Yo, where my slavery reparations at, bro? Yeah? We got Biden elected, bro. Why they ain't pay me yet? Where's my $1,400, Biden? It's kind of strange, but actually, let me say that they they're saying that it might be March or April till we get our $1,400. I'm going like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, I need algo nombre. This is horrible in Brownsville. It is horrible. Ben, the Bears are still trash. A lot of people are coming from other places to get vaccinated here in Brownsville. So how do they get their vouchers? A lot of people are coming in from Mexico, guys. A lot of individuals are coming in from Mexico, and they're coming in to get vaccinated, guys. And again, look, I want as many people as possible to get vaccinated. And yes, some people may say that's misinformation because people can't cross the bridge. People fly in. People with a tourist visa, they can fly into the United States. They just can't walk across the borders, guys. It happens. Préstame la, uh, préstame la Lone Star. No. Ya no tengo fondos. Thank you for calling out all these people 100% all the time. I believe BISD teachers were asked to sign up for the vaccine at work. I haven't heard when they'll be getting vaccinated. They won't. And again, Caroline, see, that's part of my concern. And I told a lot of staff out there, guys, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. It's a move that BISD tends to make quite often. Do not get your hopes up. It's not happening. I heard that the teachers' rotation will probably be the district's way of saying they gave 2 weeks for employees to get vaccinated on their own, and if they didn't, too bad. Too bad, so sad. No excuse. The county already knew a few days ago how many vaccines we were receiving. Have they put out any notice on how the organization have to put in notices the so-called process? They haven't, guys. Look, we found out Saturday, guys. Saturday, we found out in regards to how many vaccines Cameron County was going to get. Have heard nothing yet. Are these vaccines also going to be distributed at the discretion of our county commissioners? What churches are going to get vaccine vouchers this time around? St. Luke's, ICC, my church? Are we going to get vouchers this time around? We need to remember next election, Carlos Cascos for county judge. I like Carlos Cascos. A lot of BISD teachers live in Matamoros but work in the school district. 100%. And that's great. I think what people were questioning was the individuals that fly in from Monterrey, Guadalajara, and because they have some connection here with the politicos here. And the guys, we've already showed this summer the connection between a lot of the Mexican politicos and the politicos here in Cameron County. Saca la snap, Erasmo. See, now you got the bonus this month. What bonus? And how do you know about a bonus, Ozzy? Yeah, Ozzy. How was the wedding at Jacob Brown Puro Corona? That's going to be late February. And I think I'm not invited anymore. Caroline, maybe that's why little Eddie was at the church begging for his BISD voucher. Yeah, right. So the Chacha got the vaccine de Marimar y yo no. No, good thing. No tienes niños de Matamoros en tu income tax. Have you seen my income tax forms? Actually, I prepared my income tax return this weekend. I'm probably going to mail it out today. I was debating whether to mail it out or not, but I'm mailing it. They gave more food stamps this month for COVID crisis. Amen, brother. We need all the food stamp money we can get. And again, I'm all in favor of getting as much money coming our way as possible. Food stamps, unemployment, pandemic relief, anything and everything. Please send it our way. Guys, we are caught up with the comments, guys. Thank God. And again, little Eddie Gary Garcia, it's not personal, guys. You should know that by now. I mean, you should know something about us. And guys, just to ease your mind, Erasmo Castro is not your enemy. I'm not. I want you to succeed. I want you to do well, guys. I truly, truly do. With all my heart, I say it. I really, really do. Just grow up. You're in a position of leadership now. Wear the mantle well. Do well, and you will be praised. Continue to adhere to every little thing I say and respond on it and react on it. Call you out. Again, it's a compliment to me. More power to Erasmo Castro, man. But guys, yo quiero menguar. Less of me, man. And more of you. But while you keep on doing stupidities, you better believe. And you're keeping me in business, baby. And let me say, business is good. And what I mean by that, guys, can you imagine if all we had to come out on here say was, hey, man, great job, school district. They vaccinated all our teachers and staff. Great job. They have a system where now they're reporting every single incident of coronavirus on our campuses. Great job. They actually have a plan in place. Great job. They could actually speak and be well versed without needing little notes and without sounding robotic. Great job. County commissioners, they've let go of having vouchers at their discretion. and they've turned that over to the medical professionals and are just there overseeing that things are done correctly. Great job. They've given them to the clinics, to the doctor's offices, to the hospitals here locally. And then I'll come out here and say, great job. Judicial judges, great job at staying away from all the political mess that exists down here and actually taking a biased side to whereas later on you won't be forced to recuse yourself from anything because you have an opened mind in regards to interpreting the law as it is written and not how it best suits you or your political aspirations. Great job. That's the kind of stuff I want to report on. I want to report everything is peachy keen. I want to report everything is beautiful in its own way. But while the corrupt keep on pocketing the resources that should go to our community, while they still distribute vouchers at their discretion, while politiquera churches continue to enrich themselves, you better believe that Erasmo Castro will be here. Free bleach shots at the commissioner's office. Gracias por invitar. Alex, esta es tu oficina. Stop by anytime, my brother. I love you, man. You know that. Stop by the office anytime. Anyone. My address is right there. Imagine all the people. County and city officials are all corrupt, and unfortunately, they don't do the best for the constituents. So sadly, enough people keep voting for the same leeches. Let's start the resistance. Resistance. Guys, I love you all. My hour is up. Guys, continue to social distance, face coverings, guys, and wear your masks when you're going to be around individuals. Guys, stop by my office at any time. I still need uh, 40 signatures. 40 signatures. All I need, 40 signatures. If you haven't come by to sign a voucher, you live in the city of Brownsville, stop by my office, 1240 East Madison. I should be here all day. I might go pick up my scooter because the day is kind of gonna get warmish. Guys, I love y'all. Stay strong. And see you tonight at 9 p.m. Wake up and stop voting for these crooks and thieves in the city. Yes, guys, I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m., guys. Guys, be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.